You might remember, maybe you don't, maybe it's not something that kind of ever caught your attention, might have just kind of blown right past you because you don't really understand it. But it was quite obvious during the Trump administration. He talked about it with the airlines and the pharmaceutical companies. He didn't like it much when they spent money buying back their own stock. All that was doing was helping them. And then come time for trouble, example, COVID, comes time for trouble, they got no money. Well, we can't help our employees. We don't have any money. Yeah, because you spent all your money buying back your own stock. And it was pretty obvious that President Trump wasn't crazy about that for his entire administration, because one of the first things he did in the first 6 months of his office was complain about that with pharmaceutical companies and others. Well, Trump's not there anymore. So U.S. corporations are getting right back to business as usual. And we are seeing corporate buybacks are on the rise again. This, of course, is lifting investors' hopes. Isn't that great? All investors are getting excited because corporations are buying back their stock. Why are investors getting excited? Well, their stock, their portfolio is probably going to go up. That is true. That is true. And so, of course, if you're an investor, you're not worried about that pesky little thing called the economy, right? Who's worried about that? Doesn't matter what the economy's doing. So you're okay with corporations dumping their money into buying back their own stock, and they are driving the price of their stock up, number one, because there's buying going on. Number two is they're taking stock off the street. So the inventory of stock available is lower. At the very same time, people want stock. So they're buying back their stock. Their stock's going up in value. Everybody says, I want that stock. Well, if you want that stock, there's not a lot of it out there on the streets. So you better get in at these high prices. And then they get in and drive it up even higher. And the corporations get fatter and fatter and bigger and make more and more money. Then the market crashes and you all say, oh, these corporations are manipulating the market. No, the corporations are doing what they know you will do, and you will manipulate the markets for them. So investors' hopes of growing markets are going up. Nobody cares about the growing economy. So let's hurry up and get back to the Obama administration of false positives. That was a wonderful time, wasn't it? The only thing that saved us from that time was President Trump. If Hillary Clinton would have gotten in, we would have long been in depression by now. So President Trump saved us because he came in and focused on, again, the pesky little economy and actually growing the economy and stocks reacting on a growing economy as opposed to the manipulation. Didn't anybody ever wonder how the first president ever to preside over less than 2% GDP growth for 8 straight years in a row managed to have a pretty decent market? How's that possible? For the reasons I just said. And now we're getting excited because it's coming back again. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon and you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.